Hello, welcome to the vlog for the month of July. John is currently on assignment, sourcing that next big scoop. You'll see that in August. Before we begin though, just want to say a very quick happy birthday, Canada. Happy 150. We are so lucky and fortunate to live in this incredible country. Here's to another 150. We received kind feedback from a lot of you on our very special upfront reports. Now, the one question several of you had was, what about the CBC? Well, the answer, CBC doesn't present in the traditional upfront week, so we didn't include them. But right now, we're going to talk about them. So I often find, personally, that CBC does not get the acknowledgement or credit that they so deserve, especially from the younger millennial media buyer who's lured away by the other networks with high-profile U.S. content. CBC does and continues to be a destination for great, custom-made, award-winning Canadian content. You have Murder Mysteries, Dragon's Den, Heartland, CBC News, which is the king of news, and let's not forget about comedy. While the others just can't seem to get it right, CBC has no comedic problems. You got Rick Mercer Presents. This hour has 22 minutes. Freshman comedy, Kim's Convenience. And I gotta say, my favorite hour of TV viewing last winter was that Tuesday night 1-2 punch of Schitt's Creek and the hilarious and point-on Working Moms. Now CBC is bringing all of these back, plus new content, 4 of which we want to highlight. First up is the very ambitious, The Great Canadian Baking Show, which has mega hit written all over it. This is going to be good for the CBC. Second, the period drama and murder mystery Alias Grace, which is based on Margaret Atwood's successful novel. And this series is already generating some social buzz. The new offbeat comedy Crawford, which brings a millennial and a bunch of raccoons up front and center. We said it was offbeat. And the 4th series, which I'm really anticipating, is the sequel to the award-winning Top of the Lake China Girl, which reteams director Jane Campion and current in-actress Elizabeth Moss from The Handmaid's Tale. Also, add Nicole Kidman to that combo, and you have a must-watch TV event. I think CBC is on track to deliver some good numbers for this fall, and they also have an exciting winter schedule in place, including the Winter Olympics. We are pleased as punch to introduce our next vlog sensation, Rachel Smith. Break a leg, Rachel.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, earlier this year, brands started pulling their budgets from YouTube over brand safety concerns. In mid-June, they released word they'd be taking new steps to address extremist-related content. Videos now don't have to expressly violate a policy to be ineligible for ads. What they're doing is they're beefing up their technology to identify this extremist-related content. Then they're adding a number of independent experts in YouTube's Trusted Flag program to aid in the more nuanced decisions. And what they've also done is committed to partnering with Facebook, Microsoft, and Twitter to establish an international forum to share and develop technology and accelerate joint efforts to tackle terrorism. So together, these steps are being used to identify content that advertisers are highly unlikely to want to run in next to, flag it with an interstitial in front of the video that then makes that piece of content ineligible for brand advertising to be placed there. Instagram archive option. Now, this is a pretty good idea from Instagram. That's a refreshing change and isn't something that's just copying from Snapchat. So Instagram's new feature lets you archive a post, hiding it from your feed rather than permanently deleting them. The beauty of this is that users can curate and alter the look of their feed at any time with the freedom of knowing that the pictures you spent hours painstakingly taking and figuring out the best hashtags for are still saved for you. For advertisers, this means they have the option to completely change the look of a brand's page and content housed there for a period of time. From a campaign perspective, specific content could live on a page's feed for a set time, only to be archived and brought back at the brand's discretion. That's it for digital. See you next month.